Good morning. Welcome to Di's Home and Garden. Well, it's actually afternoon, isn't it? Look at the clock in the background. Welcome to Di's Home and Garden. Today, we're in the kitchen, as you can see. And we're going to be making a recipe which generally I make in winter, but I do like to have it in the freezer in individual serves. And then I'll just get one serve out every now and then, and dinner's made. So really easy. So the recipe today is pea and ham soup. So first of all, let's have a look at the ingredients that we need. So as I said, this is pea and ham soup, and there's the ham and there's the peas. So let's take a look. This is a ham hock. I generally will keep those in the freezer. I'll buy 2 or 3 at a time, stick them in the freezer, and that way it's very easy for me to make this recipe up whenever the need arises or wherever I feel like having it. In there is 500 grams of split peas. Now, split peas come in different colours. You can use yellow, green, and what you need to do with split peas before you actually use them is take them out the packet and just go through them, because they can have a little bit of debris from when they were picked, so there might be little stones or maybe sticks. So I've already done that. I've gone through that. The recipe did call for 1 large onion, but I didn't have a large onion, so I used 2 medium onions. There we have carrots. It said 6 medium carrots sliced. I think it said 6, but I had a packet of carrots. They needed using, so I just finished off the packet. It's not really an exact science, this recipe. And there we have potatoes. I think it said 1 large potato, but I had 3 small ones, so that's what I used. And we're also using bay leaves. I was lucky enough at one of our produce swap meets, someone brought along fresh bay leaves, so I dried them and popped them in the jar there, so we'll use that. Now, the recipe also calls for salt and pepper, but because we're using that ham hock, which can put a lot of salt into the recipe, what I like to do is to cook it all first, then I'll taste it, and if it needs some adjustment, as in more salt or pepper, I'll add them at the end. So always do the taste, because you just don't know how salty that ham hock is going to make the recipe. Now, this recipe actually, I forgot to mention, we do need water. We need 8 cups of water. So that's only 4 cups there. I'll get some more and put that in. This recipe calls for putting it all in a large saucepan, and it also says to saute your onions first. This is just how I make it. Sorry, I just realised that there was a motorbike going past. Sorry about the noise. I do live in a busy area. You may hear noise from time to time, so I do apologise for that. Okay, so what I was saying was I do it in the crock pot or the slow cooker. I just add everything. I don't saute the onions. I don't do anything special with it. Everything goes in. I put this on. Generally, it takes about anywhere between 4 to 6 hours. And then when I come back to it, the recipe says that you can blend it, but I find that cooking it slowly like that, everything breaks down. So let's just pop everything in. So putting our onions in, putting our carrots in, putting our potato in, putting our ham hock in, our split peas, our water, now I've just checked the recipe and I forgot one of the ingredients, which is celery. So I'll just go to my freezer in a minute, because I do grow celery, and when I have a lot growing, I'm sticking a couple of bay leaves in there, and we just have to remember how many have we put in, and we pull them out at the end. So I've put 3 in, and I'll just go and get that celery. So here's the celery that I've just got out the freezer. This is from the 10th of June, so it's been in there for just over 3 months, and what I do, it doesn't need to be blanched to be put in the freezer. I get it when I pick it. I wash it, I chop it up, and then how easy is that? It's already prepped. So I'll just put 2 bags in. And it means that when I'm growing a lot, it's not going to get wasted if I can't use it. And so that's a hint. If you do buy a bunch of celery and you only need a little bit, just chop it up, the rest of it, and stick it in the freezer for when you're ready to use it. Right, there we go. Everything's in there. And that is going to go on the heat of the slow cooker. And as I said, I'll probably leave it anywhere between 4 and 6 hours. And once it's done, we'll come back and have a look at it. So it's been 4 hours and I've just taken the ham hock out of the slow cooker. Now we're just going to let that cool a little and then we're going to finely chop that and then we'll add the meat back into the soup. I won't be blending the soup. There are chunks of carrot and potato in there, but that's the way I like my soup. So once we've chopped the meat, I'll let you have a look at that and then we'll add it. So you can see I've chopped up all the meat there and I've also removed the bay leaves. Now, remembering that there were 3 bay leaves in the soup, so they're all out. And now all I need to do is to add that meat back to the soup. And there you have the finished product. So you can see the little chunks of potato and carrot. If you don't like your soup like that, you can blend it, but that's the way I prefer my soup, the way that you can see it there. Now, there are variations on this. You may make your own version of Pea Ham Soup, and I'd love to hear about it. So please, if you have any comments, leave them below, and I'll hopefully be able to answer all your comments. So thanks for watching this video. If you like it, share it with your friends and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. That way you'll be notified when I load up a new video and you won't miss out on seeing any of the videos. So thanks once again. I hope you do try this recipe and leave your comments just to let me know if you like it or not. Thanks.